cool season they were on and mission they were on, and wish them the best of luck at the World Series. And very thankful for everyone here at Florida State and putting on the regional and super regional for us, and a lot of people behind the scenes that give us the opportunity to play here at home. So very grateful and thankful for that. And our mantra has been peace, piece by piece with this team, and put your head in the pillow at the end of the day. And I think we did that exactly, and didn't really have an answer today. Tried our best, and then we just got to make sure that we can put our head in a pillow tonight and know that we gave it our all. And I think that's the challenge that we had yesterday. And so, I'm very proud of the team, proud of the season. Take a little while to hug and love our seniors, and then we're going to get on to a mission to make them proud next year.
Questions?
The collision between second and third, what's the rule, and what was the explanation they gave you afterwards?
They told me that they didn't think she had the opportunity to make a play on the ball, and so that was their reasoning of no obstruction. Yeah. We also could have come up and made the play at home because she would only had protection to third and not home. So there's a little bit on our side. We could have been better there too on that. But yeah, that was a ruling on that one.
Michaela, did you allow yourself right after the game, and I know the emotions are high, to take in your final moments on that field?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, being guest during this game kind of switches the narrative of it. So definitely when I was catching out in the field, I was looking around, just trying to soak in all of my surroundings and the plex, trying to recognize the changes that have happened during my times here, the new scoreboard, the speaker system, taking a look at the plaque and all the All-American pieces behind home plate, and taking a look at my family and just really soaking that part in. And we were present, and I couldn't have asked for anything more than for the team to be present on defense at that point. And then, top of the 7th inning, I was still very, very emotional. It's tough, but the acceptance piece, I think I was 0-2, and I was breathing probably some of the biggest breaths of my life. And I just told myself that the work has been done. You just gotta trust it. Coach says to me this past week, it's all been written. It's just a matter of trusting our process, and what does that look like? Can control the feelings piece and come out with the facts, and I know for a fact I left it all out on the field today. So,
Shelby, you guys didn't have a ton of offense this series, but the best offense you did have was in the last inning. So what does that say about you guys never giving up?
Like we say in our fight song, fight 7 times. No matter what, we know we're always in it. Even if we're down by a lot or down by little, we know we can always do something to get the offense going, and we really showed that in the last inning.
Shelby, how important it is to have that experience, making those key hits from not even today, from yesterday as well. How much important that you can bet off of that for next year as you go into your sophomore year?
Yeah, that was great. I think this year I've gotten to experience so much that these next 3 years I feel that was very crucial for me to experience all that stuff and just feeling comfortable in the box and knowing that I can do it. And like Michaela said, all the work we put in, I know I can do it. So I honestly wasn't nervous up there. I just knew I could do it, and if I didn't, I got the next one.
Lonnie, I guess how frustrating is it that obviously she's a great pitcher, it's hard to score on her, but if you don't give them those 2 runs, you might have a game tomorrow. I guess just how frustrating was it, as good as you guys, as much as you guys preach defense, and as good as you normally are?
Yeah. I don't think we've had the cleanest ball today, and but again, it's tough because you get to this time of year and it is about fight and opportunity and inches and all those things. And I think the pitching staff and even the defense gave us a chance. We had a chance there in the 7th, and we really tried to really harp on the adjustment piece of Nigeria. She's good, and I think just in talking to other teams and how they approached her, and and trying to get on top of the ball, but also make sure she throws in the zone, but not have her be so efficient, but sit the change ups. It's a lot. You're thinking of a lot of things, So I feel like sometimes that took us a little bit out of our normal just vibe of our team. We were trying. Girls are trying. This is an all-in team. They've been all in since September. So, you know, I think it affected us a little bit on the defensive side. Like we took a little bit of the edge there where usually we're pretty lighthearted, you know, and we were so worried about a 1-run ball game, you know, which is not normal for us all season, right? Like, you know, we were usually 3 to 4 runs is kind of the mindset. So, but you know, the whole thing was like, give us a chance. If we can be in the 6th and 7th and we're into at bat number 5 or number 6 and someone can get one, we have a chance. And we were definitely there. So I wouldn't say frustrating on that side because we know this time of year you're going to face good pitching and good situations. It's obviously disappointing, you know, because you want to make the adjustments and you want to do those things. And then, you know, you can feel the 9 seniors feeling like, oh, this could be the last time I wear the jersey. And so the emotions start to flood in a little bit. And, you know, so yeah, you're disappointed for them and their opportunities. But I know this group gave everything they had. And it's a tip your cap moment. And, you know, like I said through the line, enjoy it, Texas Tech, enjoy what you've earned. And, you know, it's going to be fun and we're going to work our tails off to get there next year.
Michaela, I know this is a tough question right after the game, but how would you like Team 42 to be remembered?
Oh, that's a toughie. Because every single time I get asked to describe Team 42 in like a simple sentence, it never is simple because this team just truly, it's going to be remembered. We had such great connection with one another and it was certainly genuine. And that's really rare to come by. And I felt like all of my 5 years here, there's been a mix of power offense with pitching, like great pitching, no offense. Like there's been some highs and lows, and I truly felt like this team was connected both on and off the field. And I think if anything else, like I think we'd be like seen as like outgoing. And I understand that's more like a casual term, like how you describe yourself, but more so because we lived in each moment and we were in each other's hip pocket and we were cheering for so many other people's success versus just our own. So I just feel like in that piece, the connectivity out on the field, Team 42 will always be remembered as like outgoing and cheerful.
Lonnie, what has this group meant to you on the field, off the field, and considering everything that this year brought to you?
Yeah, I think, you know, you talk about adversity and definitely been a lot. I think just for me personally, it's kind of been my rock. You know, so you could come here and you get 4 or 5 hours and not have to think about what's going on. And they're so good about how you love and, you know, how you do and check in and going from there. So it's kind of like it's been cool, you know, because it's just been part of my process, you know, going every week. And now I'm gonna have to call someone for that process maybe now to help me out. But yeah, it's been a lot. It's been emotional a lot, you know, and you know, we'll see how we move forward, you know, as I got a couple more sessions to go, but I'm very thankful. You know, we talked about adversity in the beginning, not knowing this was gonna happen, and we've had so many things hit us left, right, and center, right, and we've bounced back. And I would just allude to what Michaela said, like, we've been a really tight group, so we've been able to handle any kind of adversity. And when I introduced the word adversity, I knew we'd be traveling a lot. So I knew the girls would be tired and we'd be on different time zones. I had no idea Kennedy would go down. You know, we'd have a shooting, we would have cancer, we would have family. I just had no idea all that other stuff was coming, and this team has handled it with great grace and pride and love. And I'm just very thankful for my situation in particular too.
Michaela, what does that person mean to you? The person who was just talking.
Oh God, I can't even look over. By far, truly represents what she speaks of. You gotta think, there's 17, 18-year-old girls deciding to commit to Florida State, and you think about the word family, and a lot of programs talk about family, and I always said the reason why I came here was because family was felt, not spoken, and it speaks volumes top down. And this place, I mean, she probably would take the selfless route here, but this place wouldn't be anywhere how it is without her, and I hope you know that. And I can't tell you how many times, like, life is imperfect, and for someone to recognize that from a people perspective and a softball perspective is so special here because like it's about growing the game, but it's also grown to be better people at the same time. And I've just been so grateful for all 5 years I've spent here to not only become a better softball player than I ever thought I would be, but to leave here a better person, to leave here feeling like I'm ready for the real world. And for all the girls going through the like committing and deciding where should I go, like it speaks volumes when family is felt, not told. So
Got time for one more?
Coach, I want to give you a chance to talk about pitching. No earned runs today. They came back really well. Did you make adjustments or did they just pitch really well today, you think?
I mean, I think our pitchers did a really good job of locating their spots. I thought we had a really good game plan going in. And I thought we were able to make adjustments by kind of holding Jazzy off yesterday because Jazzy could pitch to the righties and lefties and the up and down. And so really good mark for Jazzy to be in this moment, you know, as a freshman. And she was in some huge moments there. So proud of her on that side. But I think we had a good game plan. And I think the defense, you know, there's some good defensive plays too that sold out for us too on that side that helped us. But yeah, definitely that's this time of year. And it's just, you got to have really good pitching and comfortable pitching in a lot of moments, you know. And so I think we sold out in the beginning of the season to open, close, relieve matchups, and they were all comfortable in those moments. So I'm thankful for their trust in me on that side of it, and then to see it play out today, yes.
Okay, thank you ladies, appreciate it.
Thank you guys.